Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the big financial changes coming your way from April 1st. Because much like how Julius Caesar should have been a little more concerned about March 15th, you should be paying attention to what's happening on April 1st. No, this is not a belated April Fool's joke. This is just the government's way of reminding you that they still exist. And that existence often comes with paperwork. Stay tuned to get all the key updates on tax, GST, and digital payments. Because honestly, trying to navigate the world of finance without this information is like trying to perform surgery with a spork. Technically, it's an implement, but not one you want to use for this particular job. We'll be breaking down complex jargon into digestible bits because, let's face it, financial documents often read like they were written by a team of lawyers who lost a bet. Alright, let's start with the big one, income tax. Remember that friend who keeps changing their relationship status every other week? Well, the income tax department is that friend, constantly updating and tweaking the rules. This year is no different. We've got new deductions, new exemptions, new ways to make you tear your hair out while trying to decipher it all. Now, before you reach for that razor, let's break down the major changes. First up, the government has decided to tinker with the tax brackets. Why? Who knows? Maybe they needed a new coffee machine. The point is, depending on how much you earn, you might be looking at a slightly higher or lower tax liability. Fun! Then there's the small matter of deductions. The government giveth and the government taketh away. Some old deductions might have been given the axe, while new ones have popped up like mushrooms after the rain. The good news is, we'll be going through these changes in detail, so you can maximize those deductions and hold on to more of your hard-earned cash. GST, the gift that keeps on giving accountants nightmares. It's like a giant game of financial Tetris, where the blocks are constantly changing shape and the game never ends. This year's update is no different. We've got new rates, new categories, and new rules that are about as clear as a mud pie. But don't worry, we're here to wipe away the mud and make sense of it all. We'll walk you through the key changes, explain what they mean for businesses like yours, and most importantly, help you avoid any penalties that could eat into your profits. Because let's be honest, the government loves collecting taxes more than a cat loves batting around a laser pointer. We're here to make sure you keep as much of your money away from those laser pointers as possible. Chapter 3. Digital payments just got more regulated. Remember when digital payments were supposed to be the Wild West of finance? Yeah, those days are gone. The government has decided to play sheriff, and they've brought along a whole new set of regulations for digital transactions. These regulations, much like your overbearing aunt, are supposedly here for your own good. They're meant to curb fraud, increase transparency, and generally make things safer. But also, much like your overbearing aunt, they can be a bit of a nuisance. We'll be dissecting these new regulations, explaining what they mean for you, and most importantly, showing you how to comply without pulling your hair out. Because nobody wants to lose their hair over digital transactions. Well, except maybe people who invest heavily in wig companies. Chapter 4. New tax slabs. Who wins? Who loses? Tax slabs. Just the words send shivers down the spines of taxpayers everywhere. It's like a financial Hunger Games, where different income groups are pitted against each other, vying for the most favorable tax rates. This year, the government has decided to shake things up again with a fresh set of tax slabs. Some people will rejoice, while others will weep openly into their tax returns. But who are the winners and who are the losers in this game of fiscal roulette? Don't worry, we've got you covered. We'll break down the new tax slabs, analyze their impact on different income groups, and hopefully provide some much-needed clarity in this sea of financial jargon. Chapter 5. Compliance deadlines, don't miss these. Deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. They're the bane of our existence, constantly looming over us like a financial sword of Damocles. And when it comes to taxes and financial regulations, missing a deadline is about as fun as accidentally setting your money on fire. This year, we've got a whole new set of deadlines to contend with. From filing your tax returns to complying with GST regulations, we'll guide you through the important dates you need to know. We'll also provide some helpful tips and tricks to stay organized, meet those deadlines, and avoid any unnecessary penalties. Because let's face it, nobody wants to be on the wrong side of the taxman. That's a path that leads to audits, fines, and possibly even a starring role in a white-collar crime documentary. Outrow, stay informed, stay sane. And there you have it, your crash course in the financial changes coming your way this April. We know it's a lot to digest, but hopefully we've managed to make it a little less painful than usual. Remember, staying informed is key to navigating the complex world of finance. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest financial news, tips, and rants about confusing regulations. Until next time, stay financially savvy, my friends. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest financial news. See you next time.